Hey, what's up, gang? It's Adam from the Commander Smiths, and I got a little bit of a Secret Lair box opening here. So I just got the Las Vegas Secret Lair, whatchamacallit, what is it? The MagicCon Festival in a box. There we go. 2024 edition. I'm going to crack this bad boy open. I'm only opening this one, and actually this is thanks to Tad. This is Tad's. So everything else I kind of sold already. So this is the only box I will be opening. I will be cracking the collector packs at a later date from the other ones that I ordered. But for now, I'm just going to open up everything that's in this box. So we got this is an interesting box here. Actually has a double opening here. Much smaller than the last one. Discord has kind of pointed that out. All right, so we got Ponder there. We got our Secret Lair thing here. We got our packs. So I'm just going to kind of unload everything we got. And then we got our mystery booster box. So we're going to open up every single thing in this. We will start with the knowns, the Secret Lair stuff, and then we will work our way to the mystery booster box. Probably do the collector packs first and then do the mystery box second. Before we get started, please make sure if you're watching this, give this video a like. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. But giving it a like really does help us. Plus, we have some serial dislikers out there, so that also helps counteract that as well. All right, so let's crack this open. This is the Secret Lair ones. These are the non-foils. So we have Ponder. This was from, I believe it was MagicCon Chicago. They had these. So they finally got these released. And this one was from the Swords, the Plowshares, the Amsterdam. So non-foil there. It looks pretty sweet. I like how that looks. I love this Plains by John Avon. I wish it was borderless. I don't like that we have the border going around, but the art is fantastic like always with John Avon there. And now I want all the rest of them. I want each land there. And then we got the Convention Morrow card. So not playable. But kind of cool there. You can kind of look up what that... There's a lot of stuff. I'm not going to read what that all does there. But so you got those four there. Let's get into the actual Secret Lair. The other Secret Lair, this is going to be like the chibi or whatever they're called. The little characters like that. And let's move this guy out of here. So these are all in foil. Rainbow foil, borderless. Which is how it should all be done. I don't know why they didn't do the other ones in foil. These guys in foil. Maybe because the convention ones are foil. I think it's a mix between foil and non-foil. So maybe they're trying to make sure that those stay special there. So Rhea Dawnbringer, that looks mighty sexy right there with the foiling and everything. No curve. It's straight as an arrow right there. So that's great. Rhea Dawnbringer. We got Ovar, the all form. Looks good. These are pre-sold pretty quick. And I still have them up, but they were selling pretty fast. Drana, the Last Blood Chief. That's kind of a weaker Drana, but pretty sweet art there. Love these. Oh, there goes my mic. Get back here, Mike. All right. And then we have Lavinia. Azorius Renegade. Sorry, I was reading it from up there instead of the actual card there. And then we finish off with, oh no, there's another card under there. Did we know another card? Oh, we got a bonus. Okay. Omnath, Locus of Creation. So this is a crazy Omnath if you make this as a commander. Lowry made this deck and it's mighty crazy. Oh, and then we get our bonus is one of the elves again here. So this is the one where it enters the battlefield, draw a card, and then it taps for mana. So that's kind of nice with your elf deck there. All right, so that is the Secret Lair. Let's jump into collector packs. Let's get those out of the way. So we got Wilds. We'll do Commander Masters last. So again, these are all thanks to Tad letting me crack these open for him. Thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Because I'm not going to open any mystery booster boxes. I sold all mine. They went pretty dang quick. All right, so this is Wilds of Eldraine. Get that out of the way. Okay, Leyline of Sanctity. Leyline of Anticipation. Is that a foil? Nope, non-foil there. The Sanctity is in foil, so that's kind of nice. Foil there. Restless Cottage. Songbird's Blessing. Just trying to remember which ones are actually worth stuff in this. These are uncommons. Twisted Sewer. Oh, I guess, okay, our commons are at the back. Got it. I wish they were all like, do it the same way, because that threw me off. I was like, oh, we're going to get to the rares. Okay, so our rares and everything is up here. Spectre of Mortality, Songbird's Blessing, and then the Restless Cottage. Then we got 2 ley lines. So ley lines aren't bad. They're not really expensive. Anticipation used to be a lot more. I love the art on these a lot. So we didn't get a big hit on that one, but they're still pretty cool. All right. Next is going to be Lost Caverns. I like this because we're going to probably get some Jurassic Park stuff in this. I have no idea which order they're doing this in. Okay, it looks like commons and uncommons in the front, which is how it should be. So commons, uncommons. All right, then we get our island. Nice. This is an uncommon. Yeah. Nakanzil. Oh man, I gotta have the kid can't even read button ready.
One.
Kid can't even read.
Can't even read. All right. Bedrock Tortoise. It's a mythic. Nope, rare. That is a rare there. Jade Light. Spelunker. I like this in the Explore decks because it gets to explore a bunch. Broadside Bombardiers. Anim Pekal. Just gotta keep hitting that. All right, so we got our planes not in foil, so these have the flip, which is nice. We get basic in every one of these packs. So we got the Bedrock Tortoise again and a gnome. So far, not good hits on our collector boosters. Hopefully, you're better luck with the Commander Masters here. All right, Commander Masters. I didn't open any of this set from last fall, so this will be all new. Not new. We reviewed it, obviously, but we did not go in on any of these. Namada, Grove Guardian, foil. Ooh. Got a retro border mountain there. Looks good. Kemba in the silhouette art. Generous Gift. Ooh, I actually didn't even realize we had a Generous Gift in this art. So I like that right there. Ooh, look at that. Command Tower in full art foil. I don't know what these are going for, but you know, secret layers that are special ones tend to go for a bit. So this could go for a pretty penny, especially love that rainbow. That looks really sweet in this. That looks sexy right there. Oh, Razaketh, the Foul-Blooded. That's a pretty good one. Foil. Jorel. Keep hitting it.
Can't even read.
Onaki. I think that one might sound right? Maybe. Oathkeeper. That one is not foil. Then we got Deadly Rollick and Personal Tutor, and then we got one card left. That's a full art foil there. And Saproling Token. All right. I don't know if we had big hitters. I'd have to actually look those up a little bit. Some of those, you know, it's been a year since that's been out, so maybe some of those have matured back up to what they used to be, because some of those used to be worth a little bit, and you know, with the set coming out, they tend to drop. They might drop a little bit again because of all this, but they're really only giving one pack out in each one of these. So all right, let's get the mystery boosters. Let's start cracking these again. So this is not going to play on words, but it's a mystery of what everything is like. I don't know what is all in the set. I feel like they don't have like the list out. I was trying to figure out if we had any big hitters, and they didn't have pricing and all that. So I think it's all a mystery at this point. I know it's lame that playing that card, the mystery card, but I really don't know what is all in this bad boy. I know some of the big hitters. We want to get a Urza Saga. Urza's for Life would be awesome. So there's some big dogs in here, but we'll see if we can get some. I know foil is tough to get. So I know that right off the bat. We get some foils. Hopefully it's in some good stuff. All right, so we'll move these over and we'll get to cracking here. First pack. So we're going to get some white border. We're going to get some future sight border. I'll try to stop. If I miss something, just make sure to point it out or make it in the comments. Exhaustion. All right, so now we're into uncommon. No, I don't even know how the order is going to be with all this. Mobilize. All right, so we got a mythic there. Chroma, Angel of Wrath, Flying First Strike, Vigilance, Tramp. Okay, it's that a Chroma. Yep. All right, so that's in that kind of cool art there. Excuse me. And, oh, Ghost Quarter. All right, and a white border. Nice. Very nice. And mana short in the Future Heights site. And then we're going to have a test card coming up here. I just saw that. And our test card is Questing Cosplayer. So what do we got? When it enters the battlefield, create a questing roll token and attach it to a creature. You want another roll? Okay, so it's doing the roll thing. Okay. All right. So we got one of each. I wonder if that's how each pack is. Like I said, I haven't seen any videos or any crack packing. So I don't know if we get one of each in every single one. So we'll see here. We'll see if we get it in the second one. Or maybe that's just a rare thing that I got all three. I doubt it. I think we get one of each in each one is what I'm kind of seeing from Discord people. All right. This used to be worth a little bit. Oh, no, in foil worth a little bit. Barter. Frog Tongue. Just kind of garbage there. All right, so then we get Ral as our rare. Ral for the rare. Oh, Minsk and Boo. That's I got to give you an oh good for you on that, Tad.
Oh, good.
Minsk and Boo is something I did not have, and I was hoping to get that in the last Secret Lair, as I mentioned many times, opening that. And you got it in white border, you lucky bastard. All right. Ruination, destroy all non-basic lands, douchebag move, but hey, we got it in the future site border. And then you complete me. I'm going to read these ones here. So sorcery, if your life total is greater than 10, it becomes 10. For the rest of the game, your maximum life total is 10. You get an emblem with pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Jeez. So your maximum life is 10. This just doesn't seem good. Like, can I cast the spell with somebody else taking it? Or if it doesn't matter if your life gets below 0, then you could do that, I guess. You know, so you can't lose the game type of thing. I guess that's the way you would use that. But other than that, it seems like that's a bad test card. It only goes well with like a couple different cards. All right, let's get to the next one. Mentor of the Meek. I think that last pack was a pretty good one for cracking there. Let's get to our rare. All right, there's our rare, and it's a mythic Tristani. That's okay. The rares are mythics are okay. Veil of Summer. Ooh, and white border. That's a pretty good hit there. Relic of Progenitus. All right, in our future site border. And Tax Taker. All right, so we are paying 1. And whenever an opponent pays a tax from a spell or permanent you control, create a number of treasure tokens equal to the amount of mana they paid. I like this. Let's not make this a test card. Let's make this a real card. I like this card. This is a good card. I think they should. I mean, that's what some of the test cards are. They are testing to see if they want to use it. And it's a rat. I didn't realize it's a rat advisor. Why is it white? It's a white rat. All right. That's fine. Miraculous Recovery. Let's hit some of these out of here. If you see any that I'm missing that out of those commons, uncommons, I don't think there are going to be any big hitters there. So we have God Pharaoh's Gift for our rare in this one. Mardu Outrider. And it just gets a spell, discard a card. White border there. Senjar Vampire, or it's Senjar, but we called it Senjar when we were first playing Magic. In future site border, I mean, this was the bee's knees back in the day. Because whenever it's dealt damage or kills a creature, it gets 1/1 counter. This doesn't get played at all because it's not good now. Back then it was good. Now it's kind of bad. All right, and what's our test card? Ren and 1. Planeswalker. Ren gets +1, gains add, tap 1 until end of turn. -1, get a squirrel creature token. -4, Get an emblem at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Add 1 for each. Oh, that's pretty decent. I like that one too. Let's get some of these test cards to be real things, man. Now, if you draft these, and I don't do a lot of drafts, I think this would be kind of fun to have these cards as part of your, your draft. I think that's actually a good idea there. Nope. Just checking to make sure we're not missing. Oh, Ancestral's Mask is a good card. A couple bucks there for common, uncommon. And there. Oh, that's a good one. There you go. This is like a $20 card at this point. AC, whatever. Tyrant. Gotta jump back to it.
One. Kid can't even read.
Yeah, this dude, and it's. I think you only get it in foil. There might be a non-foil version of it that was in collector stuff, but I know that I have mine in foil from the commander deck, so I guess I give myself this.
Oh, good for you.
But that's a good one. I think that's the best rare mythic we've gotten so far that isn't one of the white border stuff. Snow-covered island, white border. Hey, that's not so bad. Underworld Breach in the future site. That's a usable card there. And then our test card, a girl and her dog. Whenever a girl and her dog enters the battlefield and at the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 legendary dog creature token and name it. Whenever a girl and her dog attacks, it gets 1/1 until end of turn for each legendary creature you control. Oh, so you name it to make it so you can make multiples and they're legendary. That's interesting. I could see that. That's kind of cool. I like the idea of that thing. All right, next pack. Noble Purpose. Get to our rare. There we go. Coffin Queen. We just got this in a secret lair. So this is getting its second printing in a matter of like a couple months. And it had no printings for years and years and years. So Coffin Queen right there. That's pretty decent. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Can't draw more than one card. That is your white border. Gush. Hey, that's a good future sight card there. Gush right there. And Clever Blow. Multi-cleave. You can tap 1, pay an additional 1 any number of times. You cast a spell. For each time you do, choose a paired set of squared brackets and remove the words between them. Okay. So destroy target non-black, so you can remove that square bracket. So it can turn into destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less. You can remove that, and opponent controls. You and its controller each draw a card and lose 2 life. Create a tapped 1/1 white spirit creature token. Okay, so best case scenario. Destroy target creature. You draw a card. Create a 1/1 spirit creature token. So that's the best you can do with all that. It is an instant. Did I say clever? Cleaver blow? No. Yeah, I think I said clever. So cleaver blow. Sorry. Kid can't even read. But I was going to say that's an interesting multi-cleave. Should be somebody with lots of cleavage. All right. We go on to the next pack. Filth. I like filth in there. Nice. And let's get to our rare. Our rare is Dromoka's Command. Yeah. Prevent all damage. Target instant or sorcery deal. That's not too bad. Oh, Mistra's Bauble in the white border. That's not so bad there. Death's Shadow. I don't know. Death's Shadow goes up and down. Sometimes it's hot. Sometimes it's not. I'm still going to give you an good for you there, Ted.
You.
In the future sight border, that looks pretty sexy. I love the future sight border there. And then Fludge Gunk Guardian. Sludge Ooze. Whenever Fludge Gunk or another sludge, ooze, or fungus or mutant enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent shuffles 3 gunk cards into their their library. Gunk is a color sorcery with no mana cost and has cycling 4. Interesting. I don't know if any of you have played Dominion, but this does a similar thing that Dominion does, where you can put like curses in people's decks. Like you could, that's one of your spells you play, and it makes it so that they draw more crappy cards. That's what this is doing. You're putting gunk into their deck. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that. It's a little difficult. I see why it's a test card, because a lot of people play with, you should be playing with card condoms, card protections. And so if you're shuffling in those, people are going to know when they're coming, because they won't have the same, unless everybody's playing with the same back or same sleeves. So I see that's where the problem might come in there, but I like the idea of that because it's kind of fun doing those in Dominion. All right, Dress Down. That's a pretty decent card. Not expensive. It did spike a little bit there when it came out, but I don't think it's a couple bucks at the most. Paradoxal Outcome. Turn every number of non-land, non-token permanents you control in his hand. Draw a card for each card returned to the hand this way. I actually didn't realize about this card. Return any number target non-land, non-token permanents you control. So that's a good way for a board wipe to deal with, let's say they're bouncing anyways, Cyclonic Rift or a board wipe. There's a way to protect your stuff, but then you're getting a benefit from it by drawing a card. Equilibrium. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 if you do. Return target creature to one's hand. And then we have Snap Judgment. Target player who wins the game also wins the match. A player may concede the game at any time. The game blah, 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 never resolves. What? The player who wins this game also wins the match? Okay. So I guess if you're playing multiples? I guess if you're playing, like if you're doing a best out of 2 out of 3, right? Player may concede the game at any time. If the game ends while a spell is on the stack, it never resolves. Interesting. Okay. So you could concede before this actually resolves, like if you were already looking like you're about to lose. Because, yeah, you would probably want to cast that. Tyvar Standman. I just buy listed a bunch of these. He's going for a couple bucks to CK. So those are really great protection. Wall of Denial. And then Pandemonium. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, that creature's controller may have it deal damage to the power to target creature of that player, their choice. Not bad. Thopter Foundry. Hey, if that was still a thing, this could be a really expensive card. But Thopter Foundry is... I spec'd on this thinking that, Thopter Foundry will come back in because of Sword of the Meek and all that fun stuff. But yeah, not much there. Snuff Out. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. So it's a free spell. You can, if you control a swamp, pay 4 life. That's not bad. And then Spuzem Strategist. You make all choices for Spuzem's. Wait, what? There has to be more of these cards. You make all the choices for Spuzem's you control. I have no idea. There has to be other ones for that. That one's not even fun to go over. That's not even a fun one. All right, let's keep going here. Block that there. Toot. Liliana's Caress. I like that when you're doing discard deck kind of stuff. Oh, Gorilla Shaman. Oh, no. I was thinking Simeon, the discard. Okirian Ranger. And Mog Infestation. Destroy all target creature that player controls for each one. That died, you get 2 goblins, or that person gets 2 1/1 goblins. It's good if you're trying to do like not a Kiki Cheeky, but the other goblin dude. My brain farting on his name. Whatever, your goblin deck where you're trying to multiply your goblins there. Ponder, hey, Ponder in a white border. That's pretty good right there. Give you an
good for you.
Goblin Charbelcher and that looks really sweet with the artifact there. And then, all right, another reading one. Here we go. Topher, Keeper of the Full Grip. Nice. Twofer, maybe? Topher. Whenever a spell you control causes you to gain card advantage, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain card advantage each time a spell you control resolves, and you end up having more cards relative to your opponents than before that spell resolved. Okay. Card advantage and remember. Oh man, yeah, that just gets a little complicated, like explaining all that. The last 2, I'm not. Whenever a spell you control causes you to gain card advantage, each opponent is like. It's a legendary creature in mono black. You could build around it, I suppose. But, yeah. Thunderclap. Let's get to that rare. Belby's Armor. Hey, there's Prosh. Prosh. I like that guy right there. Deafening Silence. Each player can't cast more than one spell, non-creature spell. Smokestack for our Future Sight border. Not bad. We're getting quite a few printings of Smokestack in the last year and change. All right. Chat Zook, Mighty Guitarist. Human Bard has Banding. We got Banding back. Creature spells you cast with Banding cost 2 less to cast. They're just garbage anyways. Whenever 2 or more creatures you control attack in band, each creature, I get it, in that band gets 1/1 until end of turn for each creature in that band. Okay. If this was a real card, it would get bought and built because banding is just garbage and people just do it for the memes. So that, I get what they're doing there, the banding part. It's funny. Funny you, Wizards. Johnny's Welcome. Curiosity, good card there. Some draw stuff. And a rare Berserker's Onslaught. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. That's good in an attacking. Oh, Bolus's Citadel with a white border.
Oh, good for you.
That is pretty sexy right there. Seeker of Skybreak. Untap target creature for your Future Sight border. And then Omen Path of Naya. Vanishing 4. This land. Oh, it's a land. Didn't even realize that. Enters. You got to remove a time counter at the beginning of your upkeep. So it doesn't come into play tapped, which is nice. And then red, green, and white. That's not bad. I like it. I dig it. It'll be a legit thing to actually have. Your downfall is that it disappears in 4 turns. So I think that's something you could totally actually make that card. Spawning Pit can be used in some sack decks. All right. Goblin Chain Whirler. When I used to play Arena, that was the thing that was on there. That's how far back I was playing Arena. I don't do it anymore. Basilisk Gate. Yeah, for the white border, target creature acts a number of gates. All right, so it's one of our gates. Scale Lord Reckoner. Whenever a dragon you control becomes the target of a spell or ability your opponent controls, destroy target non-land permanent. A nice border there. No regrets, or is it regrets? Egret. Bird Scout, anytime you could mulligan and no regrets is in your hand, you may reveal it. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put those cards back in any order. You can still mulligan. Ah, nice. I like the mulligan stuff. That's interesting. We do free mulligans, so that part doesn't really matter, but I like the idea. Burn through these guys. I'll muddle the mixture. Spider Silk Armor's great in those. Well, if you're playing green and don't have a lot of the flyers, but giving your butts. That's where I had it in my wall deck, but it isn't there anymore. Leovold. All right, so that is our rare mythic. Prismatic Ending in a white border. I don't know if this is still getting used in other formats. It doesn't really get used in Commander as much as you would think. But if it is, this is a great card. This is probably going to be your best printing of it with the white border. Oh, we don't have our Future Sight. We have a foil. Here's our first foil. Tenacious Pup. When it enters, gain 1 life. You get 1 time boon with... I don't remember this card ever being... I don't know what set this is from. When you cast a creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter, trample counter, and vigilance counter on it. Okay. So that's our foil. So we didn't get a Future Sight card. We just got this in replacement of that. Abbot of the Sacred Meeple. What? This creature can occupy a space 2 spaces higher on the monk track than its power. What? What the fuck? Once on each of your odd number beige production phases, You may spend 2 additional sheep when okay, this is just a meme. It's over my head. Constructing a building. If you do, you may activate a lesser production ability of any building of prestige 5 or lower you control. Exceptions. Man, a parry cobbler, but no. Oh man, this is just ridiculous. But reading. Let's do the reading button.
Kid can't even read.
So I'm sure you people probably there's people out there that understand what's going on with this. Is it talking about this little board that's going around? I don't know what this is. This one's confusing as hell. This one stays a test card, but I don't get what's going on with that. What the fuck? The beige production phases. Habit of the sacred meeple. Yeah, that's way. That's. I'm not getting it. Over my head. All right, Sir Conrad, nice. Liking that in the garbage stuff. And we got another Acroma. All right. Cathara's Crusade in a white border. Dig it, dig it. Oh man, if it wasn't banned in Commander, that'd be a really big good for you hull breacher right there. And then map to Lorthos Temple. All right, it's on a quest, enchantment quest. Whenever you complete one of the following objectives, check it off. If all 3 are checked off, sacrifice map of Lorthos Temple. If you do, create a Lorthos the Tide Maker token. Well, I don't know what the Tide Maker is. Is there anything there? No. So the first one is an artifact enters the battlefield under your control. Check. A merfolk enters the battlefield under your control. Check. Ritual, you cast an instant or sorcery. So we just don't know what the Tide Maker token is. We're not seeing tokens in this, by the way. So, what? Tide Maker token. Unless it's an actual card, but it's saying a Tide Maker. I almost want to look that up. Give me a second. Let's look at this. I'm going to see if I can find Tide Maker. Is it 2 words or 1 word? 1 word. Oh, so it's talking about the 8/8 octopus. Yes, Lorthos the Tide Maker. Okay, so it's an 8/8 octopus. When it attacks, you may pay 8. If you do tap up to 8 target permanents, those permanents don't untap during their controller's next stun. So it puts stun counters on them, basically, but doesn't do stun counters because it's not counters, so you can't keep adding to it. So that's what it's doing. All right, that makes sense. All right, so that was just... It's like, I have no idea. You're not giving us tokens in these, so how the hell am I going to figure out what that is? Angel of Despair, still downgraded to that uncommon, which makes sense. The Dragon, yeah. Drifting Death, not that great, but it's all right. Oh, Comet, Stellar Pup. Yeah, that's an good for you. Whoops, not a wizard is never late. We're doing an good for you.
Oh, good.
That's like one of the best things from Infinity besides the lands. It's one of the only cards is actually worth anything, and you get it in the wasn't Minsk. Yeah, Minsk and Boo is in the white border too. So lucky you, Tad. Lucky you. Demonic Consultation. Oh, I like that. I like the art on that. Oops, sorry. Got to get that in frame there with the little bunny there. Kind of like half its body is gone. Dig that. Oh, and the Mox Poison. Nice. I like this. I want this to be a real card. It seems legit. Like, it's 0, you get 1 mana, you do it 5 times, and you're going to be dead unless you have a way to remove the poison counters. But this seems pretty sweet as a test card there. I dig that one a lot. I think we're on our last third of these packs. So we're getting there. Again, thanks to Tad. I'm going to keep thanking you for letting me open this up for you. Oh, we got Bad Moon. I wish it had the old school Bad Moon with just the moon there and the path and the trees. It's my favorite. One of the best arts, and brings me back to the old school days. Oh, Cabal Coffers.
Oh, good for you.
Cabal Coffers in the white border. That's pretty sweet there. Good job on that one. Standstill, nice with the Future Sight border. And we're looking at, oh man, lots of reading. Man, reading, I don't like it. All right, Duelist Convocation International. Yeah, it's Convocation. I was like, convention? Did I just say convention wrong? When Duelist enters the battlefield, choose a 10-digit number at random and write it down. Whenever you play a land or cast a spell, if it shares a mana value with one or more uncrossed digits in the chosen number, cross out one of those digits and draw a card. Then if all 10 digits are crossed out, you win the game. Okay, so wait, when you can choose a 10-digit at random. Okay. Choose a 10-digit number. Okay. Interesting. So I mean, you're drawing a card, I guess. It's its only thing there. The winning the game just seems silly. Yeah, I mean, you can't. I think it's more of the drawing the card off of that, but really? No, I don't that one stays a test card. That one seems a little tough to do there. Big score, I like using. I mean, they're only a couple dollars, but hey, it's a couple dollars, and I use those in a lot of decks. I like them a lot. All right, Garth One-Eyed. So this is the one that gives you the you can get the Black Lotus, the Shivan Dragon, Terror, all that fun stuff. Hey, Tad, Urza's for life. Let me get you that. I gotta get you the Lowry. Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
There you go, buddy. And dude, you got some good stuff in this box, man. Yeah, you got some good stuff. I mean, we just got Cabal Coffers in the white. Let me just show you, since this is your box, Tad. Cabal Coffers, Comet, Stellar Pup in the white border. I mean, you got a bunch of other ones, but then Minsk and Boo is a big one there in the white border. So you are sitting pretty, my friend. All right, so that was our mythic there. Now we got Thought Vessel, not bad. Very highly used card in the white border. And Cabal Ritual. All right, in the future site. Dig that. Love that. All right, Flanking Listen. Tap 1 red, tap it. Flanking Listen loses this ability and becomes a creature enchantment that reads, enchanted creature gains flanking instead of a creature. Move Flanking Listed onto target creature. You may pay 1 to end this effect. So those that don't know flanking, when it's blocked or is blocking, that creature gets -1/-1. That one's not a cool test card. We've had some much better test cards. All That Glitters. Well, it used to be really expensive until it got banned in, I think, Pauper or whatever it was. But All That Glitters is a great card when you have a lot of enchantments or artifacts. Very good card to use in those decks. Herald of the Secret Streams. Creatures with, if you play 1/1 counter decks, fantastic to have. You're drawing card, or they can't be blocked, so unblockable. Seed Time. Cast this spell during your turn. Take an extra turn after that. I don't have this card. That's a good card right there in white border. Nice. Contamination. Oh, this fits you great, Tad. It's a jerk card. No, I'm just kidding. But at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Contamination unless you sacrifice a creature. So you just put it in a deck you have a lot of creatures in. And then if a land is tapped for mana, it produces black instead. I have this in my Braids deck. So I'm calling you a dick or a douche, or I didn't even use those words. I said a different word. But I'm just wanting to call you that, Tad. But I actually use this card in Braids, and it's brutal. I've won games because of it, because then no one could do anything else. And our test card, Immerstrum. I'm going to say that. Battlefield. Hosted creatures get 2/0 until and have haste. Host. Tap 2. Host target creature at this realm. A realm can host any number of creatures. Host only as a sorcery. I don't get it. Realms. I guess that's the thing that they're trying to introduce with that. What the realm is. All right, we got five packs left. Yes, 5 packs left. So far, only the 1 foil, but I think that's what everybody's been kind of getting, is about 1 foil per box. All right. Nothing there. Electromagnetic field. All right, Crystalline Crawler. I thought this one was going to be a bigger card, and I really haven't seen anybody play it. I haven't played it either. I probably should, because you can remove a counter to give you 1 mana. You can put a counter on it. It enters for each color you use to cast it. So in the 1/1 counter decks or proliferate decks, this seems like it'd be really good, because you could use you're just removing the counter. It's not a tap ability to remove it. So I like it. I just haven't seen anybody really play with it much. Oh, Culling the Weak in the white border. Nice. I mean, that deserves.
Oh, good for you.
There's a good. Oh, good for you. Serum Powder. Anytime you can play a mulligan. Oh, it's a mulligan card. All right. Future Sight. And who's that Praetor? Come on down. All right, what do we got here? Choose one at random. Create a token that's a copy of the chosen card. Oh, that's pretty sweet. I like this. It reminds me of the, what is his name? The one we just did with the Black Lotus. Garth One-Eyed. Choose one at random. Create a token that's copy. So you have either Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, Jin Gataxius, Progress Tyrant, Shieldred the Apocalypse, Urabrask, Heretic Praetor, Vorinclex, Monstrous Raider, or Eben Praetor. We just did a Praetor tournament last year, so this just kind of fits with all that stuff. I like that card. I like that it's 6. That's a lot. But to get randomly one of those, some of those are big hits. You wouldn't want to get the Eben Praetor. That one would be terrible. Everything else will be decent to get there. All right. Through these. Oh, no, I thought that was the Shimmering becomes a target. I thought it was the other one that protects all your creatures, countering the first spell that targets any of your creatures. All right. Oh, Tainted Wood with the retro border. I dig that. That might be worth. Oh, Grist. I mean, it's not worth a lot. I mean, it's another Planeswalker, but Mythic Grist right there. Leyline of the Void. What is Leyline of the Void going for right now? That might be a pretty penny with the white border. And Temporal Manipulate. Man, Tad, you got some good stuff in here, buddy.
Oh, good for you.
And the Future Sight border feels like that fits perfectly for Future Sight border. And then Heart of the Duelist. You may draw cards from anywhere in your library. When Heart of the Duelist enters the battlefield, draw a card. That's kind of funny. You don't get to look at them, but you just draw from wherever. I'm going to draw it from the middle of my deck. That's probably what I would do the whole time. 3 packs left here. All right. Oh, Kalmar Depths. Love that card. Unearth. Good. Guildless Commons. Sublime Epiphany. Love this card just because of all those modes. Fantastic card. Not expensive, but I love this card. Oh, Path to Exile in the white border. That's it.
Oh, good for you.
A lot of good for yous here. Energy Flux. All artifacts have at the beginning of your upkeep sacrifice. Oh, yeah. That's brutal for tearing down treasure tokens right there. That's a great card. If you're not playing treasures or artifacts, great to have in the deck. All right, so we got the other land. Oh, wait, no. This is another 3 land, but this one has different. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, City's Blessing. Add 3. If you don't have the City's Blessing, you lose 1 life. This doesn't seem like a downfall. This seems like the downfall is like nothing because it doesn't come in tapped. Like, I feel like this would be too good. That's maybe why it's a test card. Because, like, you would legit play that over the Triumph. Well, the Triumphs are fetchable. That is not. But anything else that does the 3 colors a lot of times comes into play tapped. That 1 life is very, very minimal. All right, 2 packs left. Showdown of the Scalds. I try to play with this one. Isn't the greatest. That's a mad rare. Worst Fears. You control target player during the next player's turn. Exile it. All right. Oh, hey.
Oh, good.
That is a no good for you. Pact of Negation, dude. You got some good ones, man. You lucky bastard. And we got a Creepy Crawler. Menace, reach 2/4. Whenever Creepy Crawler deals combat damage to a player who is afraid of you, that player discards a card and you draw a card. An opponent is afraid of you if if a horror, nightmare, enchantment, or face down creature you control entered the battlefield or attacked them this turn. All right, last pack. I mean, you've already gotten some good stuff out of this, buddy. I'm not like, hey, well, I guess we wanted Urza's. That was the big thing we were both looking for. Urza's. Be nice if we finished with an Urza's saga in here. Oh, that would be right there. This one. There we go. All right, Golgari Grave Troll. Used to be worth a little bit, but, you know, got printed in Ultimate Masters there. First one, Tendrils of Agony. Target player loses 2 life. I tried to build a deck when it was 60-card decks with this card because of that Storm thing. And our future... Oh, we got a foil. Hey, you got 2 foils out of this, and it's a smokestack.
Oh, good for you.
It's foil smokestack, my friend. Nice. Look at that. That looks really nice in the future sight stuff. All right, so 2 foils. And then Blurry Visionary. So we didn't get a repeat on any of the test cards. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 2 cards of your library and put them back. Put them back to back in the same sleeve with either card in front. They become a module double face card for the rest of the game. Then put that card in your hand. You can play either side by casting either side of that. That's pretty funny. I kind of like that because it's an ETB effect too. So if you're able to flicker this and bounce this and all that stuff, that would be awesome. All right, gang. That is everything. That was the secret layers. That was the whole mystery booster box. This seems like a lot of fun. I can see drafting this, so I see why people like that. They got some really good cards out of this. I'm glad we got 1 decent foil. I mean, the other foil is meh. Getting that smokestack foil seems like about 1 to 2 foils per box in this. So, all right, guys. Please make sure to give this video a like. And if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching. We'll see you. Bye. Suck up. Hey gang, the best way to support the Commander Smiths is make sure you slap that like button. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to our channel. Also, check out our online store, CommanderSmiths.com, where we have metal tokens, mugs, t-shirts, playmats, and more.